7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, everybody? This is AJ Capasso here, host of Talking with the Source. I'm with my other host and great friend, Jonathan Keyworth of JK47 Paranormal. What is up, brother? How you been?
What's up, my brother? I am so happy about today's show, dude, and I'm so excited. Shout out to Brian and Parapost. You can catch us there every Sunday. So, yeah, dude. Why don't you vent a little, dude? I know you want it.
So there's some things that I want to actually say to the people that watch our show. I witnessed something last night. People that I called friends. I witnessed something happen where they bashed another friend and they bashed another human, and whether they're friends with that person or not, it doesn't matter. It's a human being. It's another person. And what I witnessed last night, we haven't been on Paralinks if people haven't noticed. And the reason why I haven't been on Paralinks is Parapost has walked away from Paralinks due to some personal business reasons, something that should not be discussed on the air. What's going on, everyone? How are you, Suzette? And walked away for some business reasons that should not be discussed on air because it's business. And a lot of these people that have walked away have been butthurt and have now been voicing their opinion about, Brian and this Parapost and about Global Ghost Hunt over and over and over for over almost a year now. And it's getting old. It's really getting old. You guys are adults. You guys are taking your time to bash another person, because you were butthurt over something that happened business-wise in Global Ghost Hunt or Parapost. And then you come out and you act as if the man is a predator, or as if he is a herder to women, or that he hurts men because you had men last night, grown-ass fucking men on the show last night, literally crying about being victimized by another man. You're 50 years old, 40 to 50 years old, guys. Come on. Don't act like children. And don't bash another human behind their back because you block the person who can't even see the show, and then you tell your viewers, oh, I wish that they would just see it. How could they see it if the man is blocked from everything because you have blocked him from everything? So he can't defend himself, number one. Number two, you're taking time out of your day to bash another person. Don't you feel like a scumbag for doing that? How do you feel treated by what incident you went through, what you say you went through with your side of the story? How do you think it feels on the other side of the story? Because you talked about one side, and every single argument always has two sides to every story. And
Yeah,
that's the
dude.
problem, people. The problem is that viewers will sit here and they'll tune in disgustingly and watch someone bash another human being, and the views will go through the roof. But the minute you try to show them the real reason what this field is all about, it's about the research, it's about spirit. Spirit teaches you love. If you truly understand this field, you truly understand spirit, you understand this field is love, that we are all connected by one consciousness. When you hurt another human being, they are hurting themselves. Same thing when you hold a grudge. It's like drinking poison and expecting it to kill the other person. It's not going to kill nobody but you.
Just for example, I admit I had a problem with the owner of Parapost, with Brian, and it took me a long time, but once I said, why am I holding on to this anger? Why am I mad at him? And I released it, and I did that public apology while you were on the show with him, and I felt so much better. because that hatred I was holding on to, it was just bringing so much negativity into my life with everything that was happening. And now I'm all love and light, dude. And the responses I'm getting through the spirit box, I believe that spirit knows that and can feel that I'm genuine now. And
But
I just
let
send
me
them
ask you.
out. Yeah,
But let me ask you. In the time when you were angry at Brian, right? Did you
yeah,
not look at what I was telling you about your side of what you've done? And then
exactly.
when you actually took the time to realize that, you realize that, oh my God, I'm holding on to hate while this person is thriving in life.
Yeah,
And don't you guys realize this? I mean, we walked away from Paralinks because of Parapost, but I'm going to be honest with you. I will never associate myself again with Paralinks ever again because I have never been so disgusted by the owners of a frigging network in my entire life to allow that to go on and then join in to it and talk the shit. That's the part that makes it even worse. On Parapost, we're about love. We're about helping each other. We're about bringing each other up. Okay. And if you know what, it's sad that some people can't see that because they want their own personal gain because all they care about is how much viewers they have because they
yeah.
made
It's
that
not
really
about the
clear.
views, man.
Yeah, it's
Not
not about
about
your viewers. It's not about your followers. You're not going to be
the
famous,
message.
people,
It's the
just
message you
because.
want to pass.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because you're a star on a show for one scene does not mean you're going to break out into the paranormal field, people. I'm sorry to break it to you. You need to be
yeah.
humble and you need to realize that spirit watches everything you're doing. And if you're not treating people the way that you should that they should be treated and that you should be treated, how do you think? Do you think they're going to give you access to more
Nope, they're
knowledge? Do you
gonna
think they're
they're
going to
gonna
give you
go away from you because they don't want to be around
exactly
that. They don't want to
exactly
be around that.
because who
Yeah,
wants to be around the negativity? And you know what?
exactly.
I couldn't believe to watch my friends sit there and do that. And I've watched friends do this multiple times. And you know what? Back in the day, I've done it myself. But you know what? I've grown and I've learned as I've gotten older. And I've realized that you're not an adult if you're going to act this way. If you want to be somebody behind a computer screen, stop acting like a 15-year-old child and causing problems. Act like the age you are and start working on your show. Because if you spend half the time working on your show, as you did talking about others, you might actually get somewhere. That might actually fucking happen. But
No, dude, I totally
instead,
agree. And even though I had those problems with Brian, I never publicly bashed him on any of my podcasts or anything.
no,
I'm more of a man than they
yeah,
are. You know?
yeah, and it's sad. It's sad to see that. It's sad to
Yeah,
see that one person out of many people can't see the fact of where their side of the street needs to be cleaned up as well. I'm not saying that what they said was wrong about anything because you know what? I wasn't in their shoes. I'm not saying they're wrong about their personal feelings, but what I am saying is that you are wrong to sit there and bash another human being after you just been bashed and you think you're better than that person. And then you sit there and tell people that oh, I wished he would say something. I wish he would come on this show. But you know what? He couldn't because he was blocked. So how
yeah,
could he
he's
defend
fire.
himself? So if you were that tough, if you were that badass, you wouldn't have blocked him and he would have been able to do it. Instead, he had to actually call up on a fucking phone last night and reach one of them that was live because we had to tell him what was going on because it's that sad at the end of 2023. We are still dealing with negativity, hatred, and stupid ass bullying shit that doesn't need to be going on in the paranormal field. We are grown adults. Act it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep.
people? If you can't act it, get the fuck out of the field or stay to your fucking TikTok dances because this is not what this is about. This is about people's lives and consciousness and human fucking beings. And it means something to me. And I am sick and tired of hearing people bash other people because they
Oh yeah,
can't just
brother.
fucking stick to their own self or they can't distinguish between business and friendship. Okay?
Yep.
When you come on a network or you come into a business, you represent that business. So if I brought my show onto Parapost right now and I wanted to sit here and I wanted to point names out and I wanted to personally attack these people, which I could because I know them very personally, but I'm not going to. And you know why? Because one, I'm not that person. And two, I'm not going to allow the network to deal with my disrespect because that's not what you
Yeah.
should do if you're on a network.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry that I even had to say this, people, and I apologize for our viewers that had to watch me rant for this long. I'm done with this rant. We're going to show you some amazing Spirit Box clips right now. I'm going to let John take over, but I had to say this because I was disgusted with Paralinks last night, and anybody who hates negativity should be disgusted by the actions that of last night's show. And then you know what? They'll probably take it off now that I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say this. If you want, viewers, go over to Paralinks and go check out the show from last night, and go check out the bashing that went on there for no reason that didn't need to be taking place. You want to talk about something that happened a year ago over and over and over again? That shows that you need to get yourself some help. And I'm sorry to say that to you, but it's just sad. And it is. But
Yeah.
John, take over, brother, because I don't want to keep going on about this.
Oh man, no. Sometimes it's the best. Hey, Faye, welcome. Faye Garza's with us.
Hey, Faye, how are
Faye,
you?
I hope Roger's okay and everything's going good. Happy New Year's to you guys.
Yes. Merry
Yeah,
Christmas,
man.
Happy New Year.
No, I just want to send you love and light. I know you're very upset with this, and I'm sending good vibes your way. And I think we're gonna have a great show today. We got some really cool responses for predictions of 2024. So talking about the predictions, Nostradamus was known for his predictions that went on for years after. But one of the cool things that he did is he had this brass or gold bowl that he would fill with water, and that's how he would get his visions. Because back then they didn't have spirit boxes or Ouija boards. But I believe Nostradamus was really in tune with spirit, and he was a psychic medium. That's what I feel, and his spirits were showing him these visions that were going to be much later. So technically, he wasn't breaking the rules because he wasn't going to be alive when these predictions happened. But so his guides kind of found a way. So it's really cool. But today we got Roger's good. He'll be joining soon. Right on,
Awesome.
right on.
Awesome. So good to hear.
Yeah, no, they have their own podcast. They have one on Saturday that I was on. It's
Awesome.
Having Coffee with Roger, and Faye has her show on Tuesdays at 3
Hey,
p.m.
put it in the comments, Faye, so everybody can follow it.
Put it in the comments, and we'll get you some more followers. But I've been on both her shows, and we've done live spirit box sessions and stuff, and we've helped some people out. And they're such a good family, and I really enjoy working with them. And I met her through Laura Lee, so and you know
Awesome.
Laura Lee, yeah, she's awesome too. Her and David Hansel. So
Yeah.
but guys, yeah. So we did this session. When was it? On Friday. Friday we did the session. It was in the afternoon. It wasn't even a God hour. It was at oh, thanks for the support, guys. Have a great show. Thanks, Brian. We got your back, bro. We got your back.
Always.
And we did this session on Friday. I did the questions first on my responses, and then AJ did his. But he had his D noise on, so it kind of messed up the yeah. Happy New Year's, Brian. Happy New Year's, brother. Hope you have a good night. Be safe, everybody. There's Gregor. Hey, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
See you. But yeah, man. So it kind of messed up the thing. And then this whole thing with the other thing happened, and so AJ wasn't able to get his readings. But I went through yesterday, did all the editing and stuff. So this hasn't been seen. I'm gonna tell you guys these predictions that Spirit was telling us are pretty fucking crazy. We asked 5 questions. We asked 5 questions, and then I asked them again to see if we got the same responses. So
wait, but hold on. I want to say something. I want to let people know this is the experiment that we do. So our experiment, what we do is we'll be on a StreamYard like this or live, whatever, and we'll record it, and he will do 2 rounds of the same set of questions over the spirit box. We'll see what we get. Then when he gets done, I will turn my box on and I will say the same questions twice over, and I'll see what answers I got. And if our answers happen to match up, that's undeniable to me, that something is definitely one communicating, even though I already know something is communicating from all the evidence that I've gotten and stuff that I've captured. It's just that makes it even more set in stone, especially when it has to do with a prediction or something like that. So it sucked that my awesome.
Yeah, guys,
There
check
we
out
go.
Faye shows. She
Yeah,
got it in the comments here on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, and this mug for you is on Facebook and YouTube Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Central, and then Faye's Angels, which is a great show, is on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central. And
that's awesome.
Latino Psychic Visions is on Facebook and YouTube. That's Roger. That's her husband. So yeah.
That is awesome. Cool. So definitely go check that out, guys. And Faye, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing out today's show. We really truly appreciate you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Faye. Go on, brother. You were
But
talking
yeah,
about, because you live in Connecticut and I live in Colorado, and
yeah,
the fact that we experiment with this. I was even in Texas. Remember when I was on the Texas case, and
yeah,
we did it there. I was in
yeah.
the hotel room. I turned on my spirit box, and his spirit guide came through my spirit box, and my
That's what
guides came through his box, and
that's what made
that
you a
that was
believer.
that
Yeah,
was crazy, dude.
yeah.
Um,
Wild.
yeah,
And we've done this experiment multiple times, and we tell people to do this experiment because, just goes to show like we're in two different locations, thousands of miles from each other. And if we're getting the same answers to a prediction to something, that's got to tell you something. I mean, not saying it can happen, it's going to happen, but just
right.
something is communicating. You know what I mean? Something is coming through, and I think that that's just important to, you know, say.
Dude, so what about 2021 when I asked who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I didn't ask. So this is the thing. When you're asking spirit, and I'm living here in Texas. All right, right on, man. I love Texas, and
Awesome.
that's the cold case I'm working on right now is in Texas. Um, there's Raymond. Hey, what's up, Raymond?
What's
How you
up,
doing,
buddy?
brother? But yeah, so 2021, the Rams went to the Super Bowl, and I said, "Who's going to win the Super Bowl?" And it said Coop, and you know who got the winning touchdown was Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
And if I would have put money on the Rams winning the Super Bowl and Cooper Kupp getting the winning score, I would be a millionaire right now. But I promised Spirit that I wouldn't use it for any financial advantage, and they told me.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the same thing here, whether you choose to believe it or not. I can't, because they gave me the answer for who's going to win this year's Super Bowl, and you guys are going to hear it crystal clear. So,
No, I
what
want
did
to say I want to say to people that if you should use headphones. It'll be the best to hear it. It's going to be hard to hear it over your phone or
yeah,
over that. So definitely use headphones. Yeah, Ray, definitely for sure. Reach out to
thanks,
John.
brother. Yeah, man, thank you so much. Dude, I'm so excited to show this. Like, like,
Yeah,
should we tell them what the,
some of them are easy to hear. Some of them are very easy to hear. So it's varies. Like
put
I
your
can say,
headphones on, turn the volume up? Yeah,
yeah.
you'll hear it. You'll hear the responses. Should we tell them the 5 questions in case they can't hear them, or?
No, no. I mean, if you want, it's up to you. I think Johnny wants
All
wants
right.
us to start
So,
because
so the
you
five
asked me that.
questions we asked. The first one was political. We asked who will be our next president of the United States, and then we got 2 separate answers for that. The second one I asked is what NFL team will win the Super Bowl. The third question I asked was what famous celebrities will pass away in 2024. The fourth question was, is there going to be a World War III? And if so, when will it start? And the fifth question was, what was the fifth? Is there going to be a big natural disaster in 2024? And where is it going to be? So I hope you guys like it. I was real excited to make this, and AJ reviewed it, and he was blown away. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
here we
was
go,
blown
man.
away because from what I've heard in mine, I was just shocked.
I know, dude. I wish yours came through. I heard some stuff. So here we go, guys. Good afternoon, Spirit. Come in love and light. My spirit guide, Santos, Christina, Ryan. I ask that you build our room. Errol, let me know when we are ready. Go for it. All right. Go for it. All right. Santos, Christina, Ryan, I ask that you protect this session and protect my home. In this session, in our room, I invite any spirits that are willing to answer these questions that I ask truthfully. I ask that you lead other evil entities out of this session. My Army brothers, my Native American brothers, my brothers, come through and give the spirit strength. Okay? Alright, well, let's begin. Strength. Okay? Alright, well, let's begin. So the first question, who will be the next president of the United States of America? Okay?
Wow.
Spirit. Okay?
Wow.
Spirit. The next question is, can you tell me the name of a celebrity who will pass in 2024? Wow. There's a name there. Last question is, in 2024, will there be a big natural disaster? And where does it happen? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Now I will ask the questions again to see if we get the same responses. Is that okay with you, Spirit? Okay. Okay. All right. The first question was, who will be the next president of the United States? I swear I heard it. It looks like it will be Trump. I swear I heard it. It looks like it will be Trump. Spirit, the second question is, who will win the Super Bowl coming up? What NFL team will win the Super Bowl coming up? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The third question is, can you tell me the name of a celebrity who will pass in 2024? What is their name? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Fourth question is, will there be a World War III? And if so, when will it start? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Now I must do what I must do. Santos, Christina, Ryan, how many spirits are around me right now that need help passing on? Okay, well, let's help them pass on. Spirits, what you must do is look up towards the heavens. You must open your eyes and allow your soul to ascend. If you're unable to do this, my spirit guides will help you to the ascension seat to my side, so that you may begin your afterlife, and you may go to the light. Santos, Christina, Ryan, let me know when we have help from spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you to my spirit guide, Santos, Christina, Ryan. Thank you, Spirit, for working with me and talking to me with those questions. Thank you, my brother, my Native American brother, my brother. I love you all. Go in love and light. And I say goodbye. And I close this portal. Can you say goodbye? Goodbye. Goodbye.
Okay, so wait. Before you say anything, I just want to say to people now. Now, I'm being devil's advocate. There are some, like the number 11 at the end, it's very, very hard to hear. Very, very hard. There is some of them that are very hard to hear, but if you truly do listen, you can actually do hear it with headphones, and it's pretty amazing to hear some of the stuff that comes through. One thing I want to say is when it says about the political party and it says lector at the end,
Yeah, yeah.
I happen to look up what is, because on mine I ended up getting Hannibal Lecter, which is really weird on my session. And I heard that and I looked up what has to do with Hannibal Lecter of political parties, and come to find out the Democratic Obama Party was known as the Hannibal Lecter Party due to some reason. I don't know what it was, but it was on Google and all this stuff, and it was really absolutely wild to hear the spirit come through and say Lecter, and then afterwards come through and say the Trump thing, because it's playing on both political parties, it seems. So it could be two different spirits with two different type of things. It's really crazy to think about.
I don't think they wanted to give us the answer,
I don't think no, and I don't think they're going to, because I've only heard one prediction ever, like I said, and it was for Robin from his wife, and that was a future event that was predicted by a spirit box. That was the only thing that I've ever heard truly come through from a session of mine or somebody I've seen.
Well, there's also when I asked what natural disaster, that first round of questions, it said Gulf of Mexico, and I remember hearing on yours rain,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a bad hurricane season, and down in the southern states there. So they always have hurricanes, but I don't know, based on what they were saying, if it's a really bad season, you heard it here first.
Right.
So,
And if the Cleveland Browns win, that's kind
oh
of crazy.
fuck yeah, that was
That was
clear.
kind of
I could
crazy.
not
That was
believe
that
I
was
heard that, dude.
Yeah,
Like
you heard
that was clear.
The Cleveland was very clear, and I was like, when I heard that, I was very shocked, because I was like, wow, that's really weird, because they're just entered the playoffs, right?
Yeah, no, they just beat the New York Jets and they locked their playoff position. So in the North AFC. So yeah, man. Because the Patriots, their record sucks. The Jets lost. They're out. I don't know who else is in that North. I don't know if Baltimore is, but their record is 11-5, and they have the best defense in the NFL, and defense is what wins Super Bowls.
You
So
know
it
what?
kind of lines up.
But I like what he just said. He just said greatest spirit, like he heard when we were live doing it, and he said the team who wants it more. And you know what? I do
Yeah,
believe that. Like
yeah.
that is true. You know, it could go
I
either way.
can't remember when they won a Super Bowl. Like it's been so long since they've been to the
It,
Super Bowl.
it will be wild if they end up in the Super Bowl. I will laugh so
Dude, you
hard
heard it
because
here first. If
yeah,
you guys want to place a bet, go ahead. I promise Spirit I would not do it. I would not take financial advantage of them. So you guys
yeah,
are free to do what you want. It wouldn't hurt putting $20 on it right now because you'll easily get 200. So
yeah. Talking gambling facts on a talking with source. We love it. This is how we do it. You know, unbelievable, unbelievable. Just
oh
I
man,
wouldn't do it, but put $20 on, you'll make 200. Like, but I told Spirit I won't
I
make any
can't do
financial
it.
gain. Like you sound like
And,
Olstein over here.
dude,
Jesus.
believe me, in the bottom of my heart, like I so bad want to do it, but I promised them I wouldn't do it. So Raymond says he doesn't think they ever won. Yeah, dude, I can't even remember,
Right
but
here.
they've been around for a long time. So
Oh, sorry, I clicked it. My bad. Click
oh
it
no,
again.
Chris says 1964 since the Browns won a chip. So
Yeah, it'll
yeah,
be
man,
wild. I mean, what's crazy about it is that having that Cooper, the Cooper thing happen a
Cooper
year ago
Cup.
or 2 years
Yep.
ago, yeah, having that happen and that being correct was absolutely wild. Watching that video and us not
He
saying
was
nothing.
the one. He was the one that won the Super Bowl, dude.
I know, and that's so wild. So it'd be funny to see if any of these predictions come true. I mean, is it likely that we're gonna have a hurricane? Obviously, because hurricane season happens. But is a natural disaster going to happen where it's a very serious something? That's the question that we were asking. So, I mean, hopefully it's wrong. Hopefully, you can't take obviously a spirit box session with a grain of salt. You can't just take everything literal all the time. But
Yeah, dude. But
why
I
not?
mean, I work on these cold cases and I get these answers. Like last
Oh yeah.
week, I asked but Jason Landry what he called his socks. And he would always wear these crazy socks and he called them his silly socks. And the word silly came through. I said, Jason, what do you call your socks? And it did some gibberish and the word silly came through. And
Mm,
I mean, what are the odds? Like,
yeah.
like Like
Yeah.
really, dude. I'm like, think about it. It's scanning through these stations. What's the odds of the word silly coming through when I ask the question and it gives the correct answer?
Yeah. But see, there's still people out there that will
I
say,
know, of
"Oh,
course.
you're hearing radio, you're hearing this and that." And we've showed so much stuff on here. Um, yeah, you're right. Been a while since New Orleans had a rough one. But you're absolutely right about that, Raymond. And I hope that does not happen. I hope that
I
there
do
isn't a
too, man.
natural.
I got family
No.
down there. I
Yeah.
got family and loved ones down there. Some of my army brothers live down there, and I'm praying for them. I truly am. But
Mm,
like the crazy crap that's happening with the weather. I mean, look at California. They had these rogue waves that were washing people and cars, and it was just a summer day, and it was just a very high tide, and it
yeah.
was all over the news this last week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. I mean, what's funny is Baba Vanga. You know who Baba Vanga is?
No,
Okay, Baba Vanga is a lady. She was from the, I think, Middle East area, I want to say. She was called Baba Vanga. When she was a kid, she was trapped in a sandstorm outside, and she went blind when her mother found her. The sand had gone in her eyes and made her completely blind. Well, she started to have visions, and she started to give predictions like Nostradamus. She is 85% correct. Ancestor? No, Baba Vanga. Baba Vanga. So stupid, Chris.
Star Wars.
I know, right? But no, so Baba Vanga predicts all these predictions, and one of her predictions, she's been 85% correct on every single prediction that she's ever had so far throughout the years. And for 2024, one of the things she says is that there's going to be a lot of natural disasters, a lot of flooding is going to happen. So it's weird
He-
how
yeah,
Spirit has mentioned this and this together. It's just, I know, Chris, I know you had to. You could not. I love it.
no, dude. But I got my shit and yours. Like even though it was fucked up, that word rain, heavy rain, came through really quick. I wish I
Yeah.
could have. I wish I could have cleaned that up.
I
Dude.
wish I was able to clean it up more because
Yeah.
the denoise took away from the entire spirit box. I mean, we heard voice come through, but only the ones
Yeah.
that like were like the loudest thing you could possibly make out because the denoise was only for like voice. It was so sad. I didn't even know that it was on. Like I made sure that it was not on anymore. Like I made sure of that shit. I won't even go near that button anymore.
Well, you know what, dude? Why don't you do? Tell you what, I'll let you make the clips and put it on your TikTok and talking with the source reels and put it, do the Cleveland Brown ones and stuff, and everybody that's watching this live, share it with your friends. Be like, you guys got to check this show out, and thanks to Faye for sharing it. I still don't know who Jessica is or that cool kid, or it's going to be shocking. What if it's like Michael J. Fox or something? That really cool kid or something, I don't know.
Dude, I
Or
don't know.
Jessica Simpson. I'm trying to think of actors named Jessica. Famous.
Jessica Alba, Jessica Simpson. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a ton of them. There's a ton of them. But I mean, it's sad to say, but it's like who knows what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
You
It's like,
don't.
but like I
Yeah.
said, you can't sit here and it's the same thing with religion. You cannot sit here and take everything literally that comes out of the box. Same thing with the Bible. Same thing with any religion. You can't sit here and take every single thing that was taught to you 2,000 years ago and just say to yourself, "Hey, I gotta take that literal of what it says. I should go kill something right now, sacrifice it." No, it's like, no, that's not literally what it's saying. So you can't take everything literally to what it's saying. In my opinion, I don't believe you can, because I don't believe that spirit will tell you everything that you want to know, especially when it comes to future events, because anything that can mess up your personal path of fate messes with your life path that you made before it came here. And the spirit guide's one rule is to make sure that you stay on the path you're supposed to be on. And they can't sit here and give you the answer of what you need to do or what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do. They can just push you and nudge you in the right direction. So,
Well, well, hell, we've even fucked around and asked them about that, and
no,
and
yeah,
they have literally said, "I don't know. I can't tell you."
yeah.
We've heard it, and he's asked it on his end, and I've asked it on my end. Like we said, we do these live sessions, together. Oh, there go the dog.
Oh,
Be quiet, dogs.
get them. But yeah, so it's wild. I mean, one thing we try to show. Hold on one sec. Face just said
There's
something.
Roger. Hey,
Oh,
Roger. What's up?
Roger, what's up? Good to see you, my friend. Everyone, check out Psychic Visions. We have it in the comments up top. Check out Faye and Robert's shows.
Yeah, I'll
Thank you
show it
guys for tuning in. Yeah, show it
again.
again for us real quick.
This is their shows, guys. This mug's for you on Facebook and YouTube at Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Central, and then Faye's Angels on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central, and Latino Psychic Visions is on Facebook and YouTube. So follow them, like them, yeah, give them some support, guys. Sorry, that was too many S's for me.
Yep, that was a lot. I'm glad you handled that because I would have ruined it. But yeah, so everyone, we just wanted to show you this clip. We wanted to show you some of this experiment that we've done. We're going to do more as the year goes on, but as 2023 ends and we come into 2024, we wanted to bring some kind of information to see maybe if we can get or hit on something that might happen. And we wanted to show it to you live to give the opportunity to show others so that if something does happen, you could say, "Oh my gosh, maybe something truly is going on." And it's
Do
for
you want
it's
to
to
give
get.
them some spoilers of next month? Some of the guests. Do you want to share some
Well,
of
I'll
the
say
guests?
our first guest. I'll say our first guest. Our first guest of January is actually Tony Ferguson from the UK, who is an amazing paranormal researcher and investigator. He's very, very, very well known in the UK. He's actually right now fighting to keep one of the historic locations open. I believe it's a jail that he's talking about. I don't know the name offhand, but they're trying to shut down this location, and he is all about the historic location, all about the history, all about true paranormal research and investigating. So I'm really excited to have him on. It's going to be an amazing show. I can't wait to show some of his evidence because he's caught like apparitions, solid apparitions. I mean,
Yeah.
the stuff this kid has caught is just absolutely awesome. And he's a great dude, and I just I can't wait to have him on. So he's going to be our first guest of the year. So we're looking forward to that. But just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, I wanted to apologize that we had to say something in the beginning of the show and get a little into the negativity of what's going on in this field, but it's just sad. It's been so long, and it's just time for people to move on, and we're grown-ups. It's time to act like grown-ups, and it's time to be accountable to each other, and as friends, that's what I would want my friends to do, and
Yeah,
that's
dude.
why I'm here.
You get what you give. You
Exactly.
give the love, you're going to receive the love back. You give the
Exactly.
negativity, it's going to come back. So I feel bad for him, for those people that did slam him, because they got a whole storm coming towards them. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's funny because God has always said to me, man, he's always said, if you go and talk about somebody who's running their mouth about you, I will not make your enemy your footstool, like it says in the Bible. And God said to me one day, if you go off and you do this, and this happened because of an
that was
ex-girlfriend that I
Daisy.
had, and I
That
had
was
this
Daisy
voice.
the white dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, he
No,
asked
that's
if that
funny.
was Scout.
Chris, ADD over here. Jesus. Moving objects in the back.
We need support each other. Yes, that's right. It's
You're
all about
absolutely
the
right.
love and light, and the more consciousness you bring into your research, the stronger it's going to get. And that's what me and AJ have ever since I met you, man. You've been so supportive of me, and I've been supportive of you, and it's awesome, man. And all these new followers that we're getting that support, I just want people that will support me. That's all I want. I'm not going to talk bad about everybody, and
No,
you know, I'll
because
never do that to you guys. Yeah.
only thing you do when you talk about somebody is you poison your own energetic field, your own self. The hatred grows inside you like these people, and they sit there and they talk for years on end about the same subject over and over, even though the person is thriving in their life, they are still stuck. And that's
Oh,
sad to
and
see.
I
Sad
want
to
to
see.
say, I'm glad the surgery went well, Chris, and
Yes,
I'm glad
brother.
you're back. You're back at full force, man, and
Yeah.
we'll always support you, brother. We always
Always,
got
man. We love every single viewer that watches us, and we are always here for you guys. Seriously, reach out to us in a message. We'll always reach back. The whole point is to actually spread real para-unity, not fake para-unity, not one where you para-unity for a day and the next day you're not a para-unity. No, it's called through better, through worse para-unity, and that's it. We need to get united. We need to come together so that we can actually figure out the answers to what's going on. And if you're not in this field to find out the answers, or if you're not in this field for the right reasons, then get out. Get out of it. It's not for you. Stop doing it because this
yeah.
is not for clout and fame.
Roger says there's no way you have any trickery. And the box doesn't lie. Yeah. No,
No, I
I
agree.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and Roger's a psychic. He's helped a cold case, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to help him with one that personally affected him. And it's I gotta find some time to help him out. But her name was Sherry Prokop, so I'm gonna try to help him out with that one. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's going to be really cool to see. John's doing a lot of work with cold cases, and back at you, Suzette. Back at you.
my
And
heart's
I know my heart was messed up too, but you get it. You get it. But yeah. But no, we just like to have fun on here. We like to just, come with an open mind on everything. I like to play devil's advocate on every end, even though I am 100% a believer. I've had a near-death experience, like I've spoke about on this show so many times now. And I'm a,
Well, you've
I'm a serious
seen a
believer.
full apparition right in front of you, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm a
So
true
have
believer.
I ran
Yeah,
from mine. you
yeah,
you had
no,
no choice but to sit there.
yeah, my whole family, we had no choice. And you know what? I'm glad that it happened because I'm glad that I'm in this field and I'm doing what I'm doing. And you know what, man? This field isn't about viewers. It's not about
No,
followers. It's not about that. It's about the consciousness and spreading that consciousness and that love of the true creator of God. That love, that energy, that source that we are all encompassed by. Sometimes we get out of whack and we need to be whacked back into a little energetic vibe, I think, by our friends
yeah,
and our loved
yeah.
ones, but that's all right.
Little wake
That's
up
part of
call.
living. Yeah, that's part of living, man, and it's part of growing. And no one is perfect. So,
Dude, I think today has been awesome, man. Like,
Absolutely, bro.
I love
Absolutely.
today. Like all
Absolutely.
these
Well,
people, everybody's been so supportive and commenting, and yeah, man. It's been a great end of the year. Yeah.
watch out,
No,
Chris. Nowadays, you get in trouble for that.
yeah.
We have. That's the problem, you know. That's why we're all in a, you know. That's why we are who we are, is because we got smacked as kids, in my opinion.
Gen X.
Yeah, right. I'm a spoon survivor, people. A wooden
Yeah,
spoon survivor.
Faye is Roger's devil advocate on the show.
See, I have to be that. I mean, you know what? And it's sad because I don't like being that, because I truly believe all the stuff that I'm getting, and I truly do that. But as an investigator, I want to be that way. I want to be that type of way, because I think you have to be if you really want to investigate and research and do certain things. Because, you know, what is research without that? So
Well, I think that's the difference between a paranormal investigator and a ghost hunter. You know,
I
is
think so too.
the ghost
Yeah,
hunters, they just want evidence right now. And the
and
investigator will
improvements.
dig deeper into it as to the why. You know, I don't think the hunters really give a crap. So
No, I think it's like it's kind of like with our medical field, man. It's like our doctors treat our symptoms, but don't treat the actual cause.
oh,
You
that's
know what I
true.
mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. I know what you're talking about. I get it. I get it. But you know, that's a whole nother conspiracy. We won't get into that right now. But
Oh,
anyway,
that's another episode
that's a
when we
whole
don't.
nother episode.
Yeah,
A whole nother episode of what's going on in the United States, man. But yeah,
natural healing and
yeah,
frequency healing. Oh yeah,
yes,
we can make a
yes.
whole show out of that, dude.
Yes, yes, and the stuff that's been coming out about NMN and 5-MTH FR, which is
Yeah.
it's basically your body methylating vitamins into the right nutrients that you need. And
Yep.
44% of us are have a gene mutation, and that's the reason why we can't digest folic acid, which is not a natural occurring substance in nature or anywhere. It's actually a man-made thing. So check out Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka, he is a human biologist. He was a life insurance mortician. I would love to get him on the show for him to talk about anti-aging and the stuff that he's helping. He has helped Dana White, helped amazing people, and helping people get their lives healthy and actually feeling good, and getting rid of amazing disorders, from mental health diseases to all types of stuff, just by helping the gene get the right nutrients it needs.
Yeah.
So also check out Andrew Huberman as well. He's a neuroscientist. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on the show, checking out with us, checking out the predictions. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talking with the Source. Till next time, my name is AJ Capasso.
Jonathan Keyworth. I got my podcast where I do live spirit box session on Tuesday at noon Mountain Time. So please check it out. I'm working on the Jason Landry case down in Texas. And just to give you guys kind of an inside scoop, Spirit's been telling me that this summer I'm going to go out there and I'm going to actually find his body. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go to Luling, Texas, and use my spirit box to see if I can find his body. That's what Spirit's telling me to do. So, Faye says it's healthy to pause and question. Usually, uh, get
Getting
an
even
even
better.
better, deeper message. This
Yeah.
happens over and over with Roger and me. Yeah, thank
Yep.
you, Faye.
Yeah, no, that's so true. That's
Yeah,
so
Chris
true.
says, see you guys. Peace and light. Yes, Chris. Love
Extremely,
and light.
brother.
I'm glad
Definitely,
everything worked
brother.
out on your surgery, brother.
Yes,
I'm so proud,
absolutely.
man. But like AJ said, love you guys. Share with your friends. Show them what we're doing, and I just can't thank enough. And have a safe New Year's Eve. Yeah, don't do anything stupid.
Exactly. Don't be like me.
Yeah, right.
You know? End up
I
somewhere where
love
you
you, brother.
shouldn't.
Thank you, man. I had a
Thank you,
great
guys.
show, man. I loved
Talk
it.
to you soon. Love you guys.